to read about grants, to apply for grants, to review grants. And that is why there's no way you know when because you find it there. One, sometimes I go to the websites of some of these universities. I search down there, I go to their website one by one. Sometimes because I've won several, and each of these grants or these fellowship fellows, we have a body. And they normally say, oh, the problem is that when you win more. When you win more, the result of the reward of hard work is no work. The result of winning is more winning. When you win one, the gain is to win more, and they will be sending to you. Hey, this opportunity is there. Do you want to apply? Some people say, hey, apply. There was a time I won in 2019, and won budget in 2021. They said they will give it for you. Why? Oxford don't get me, they want to give power with Oxford. So if Oxford is giving him, why do we want to give him? So that when they say Oxford gave him, they will also say Illinois is giving, or the American giving. So the point is this. Then I'm sure Professor Chike is going to create a platform now after here where we'll be sending information. There are a lot of information there. Right? If you can create a platform, I have some platform where I'm training people. Almost every day we provide information there, the program. And I'm happy in that platform where I've been some mentoring and other people joining mentoring people there. We provide information almost every day. Almost all of them are there. Almost every day we provide information on how to read, how to write, how to do this, and to let them people now. Some of them are here because we posted this thing to that platform. So this name will belong to some people. Okay. Thank you very much. I hope it's clear.
Yeah, thank you. So we'll take one from the floor. Please. Okay.
Like organizer, welcome to talk how to talk.
What do you say, please? All right. So let's take one from the floor. Okay, Doc, thanks so much for that, I say presentation or expose. Very interesting, I'm energized. But I really want to say something. Okay. Oh my God. I am Dr. Foma, is it not, a lecturer in the Department of English Language and Literature, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka. I really want to ask a pertinent question, a kind of something that had been scaring people from applying. Definitely, I've met so many scholars who were of the view that that your publication history, histories matter a lot while applying for grants and fellowship. So this is something that most of us would like to actually venture into. But we've heard of many journals that we ought to have published. We've heard of many books we ought to have written. But I really want to ask: does it really matter if we do not publish in those journals before applying for fellowships and grants? Do they affect us in any way? Thank you. All right, you get the question, Doc.
All right. Thank you for this brilliant question. Yeah, actually, if you are early career, that means you are a PhD student. Hello.
Continue, please.
Hello, are you hearing me at all?
Yeah. Loud and clear. We can hear you, please.
All right. I want to show you here. Okay. Now, tell you, you needed to have 1, 2, 3 papers. Maybe one in Nigeria, and you can just focus on, it may not be high impact, but have a paper outside. Maybe Taylor Francis, you understand? Have it one outside. But actually, if after 5 years of having a PhD, they expect you to have 2, 3, 4 papers. If you don't have it, but the other position you want to apply for, they will see you as experience. So they wonder, why were you doing in fact before 5 years and you have not published? But actually, this is what I'm going to encourage. If you are just 2 years old and start applying, there are some that they don't need your publication so much. Like my first grant was 185,000 by IFRA. Okay, the second grant 280,000 by IFRA. Right? They don't need any paper. But that was this case today. But at this point, not even related to my case. But after PhD, I was able to publish some papers, but even during the PhD. And at least I was able to publish. You cannot be able to publish because some of these high impacts they take a lot of time. So I have to devise a means of publishing in Nigeria, because you need promotion. Then publishing in some that are high, that are impact, but are not high impact. And then those that are high impact, I put 2 or 3, I put some there, but I know I don't those ones. I just focus on one and finish it. All right. When you're able to publish one in high impact as an early career, your PhD in just 1 or 2 years, you will win. But don't start applying for big fellowship. Start with the small ones first. Then when you apply for big ones, they want to see what you have done earlier. All right. So and that is how it goes. God bless.
Thank you so much, Bill. Really appreciate you for this wonderful presentation. Thank you. Due to time constraint now, we cannot attend to all the questions. So we advise them to please forward their questions. We forward them to you through email so that you can attend to them. So on that note, I'll be introducing the next person that will anchoring the last program. Still our own beautiful associate professor, Dr. Nnamdi. Please come over now.
Immediately ask for James, he's online, so they can link him.
I'm done with you. Bye. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Is Dr. James Akinola online, please? Dr. James, are you online? I don't think so.
You have 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I think we should have 15 minutes. No more time.
Okay, we are nearing, the end of this workshop, and I think we're gonna have like 15 minutes break so that we would connect with the next presenter, before we begin the last session. Thank you so much for being with us. We need to take this out and then come back to, carve a niche in what we are supposed to do today. So just sit back and relax yourself. Don't log out, please. Thank you so much.
So if you're not listening, I don't to back to the first thing.
My name is subscribe
For this one.
I subscribe for premium. 9.9 pounds. Okay, euros. 9.9 euros.
The workshop for 500 participants. I Google it. Because next one. But just go and he'll just pick up and start speaking. When you share, you can.
No, when I'm doing now, because I don't.
No, you don't even
You just present the person.
You have to say over pick around and you just
Okucha, you guys are moderate the questions.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Next, we anchor your session. I'm running around for other things. All right, thank you very much.
This is Nnamdi Azikiwe University, a beautiful university where the workshop is holding. So, Prof, this is YouTube Live.
Okay.
We just want to know what's your motivation for organizing this wonderful workshop.
Okay.
First and foremost, tell us your name.
Literature. I major in poetry and post-colonial literatures.
Okay, thank you. So, please let's know your motivation for this wonderful research.
Okay, this dream was born out of my experiences in Germany as a senior and experienced Alexander von Humboldt researcher who just came back. I was attached to the University of Munster, the English seminar, that is the English department, and I found out that there are lots of academic gaps in our attempts at research and mentorship. So I decided if I come back to Nnamdi Azikiwe University, I will try as much as possible to use my connections with fellow academics all around the world to build something that young academics can, and in fact anybody can, make good use of, can gain from. So I decided to organize this workshop completely free of charge, with certificates and so on and so forth at the end for participation. So my driving motive is simply to make people understand what research is all about and collaboration in interdisciplinary terms. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Kudos.
Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon. Please, may we know you?
My name is Lucky Onogunde from the Department of English Language and Literature.
Okay. Are you a participant in this workshop?
I am.
So, how do you see the proceedings so far?
I defend my case this December, God willing, and I see it as an opportunity to, especially when it gets to grants, writing, fellowship, and the rest, to explore, try to get a postdoc. And I think this is like a guidance to that dream that I want to achieve. So, it's a good.
Thank you so much. So, what do you say to the organizer?
Oh, thank you so much. I didn't know it will get to this magnitude as they invested in it. God bless them, give them more power to their elbows, and we trust that more will be organized.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, good afternoon. Please, may we know you?
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Nkechi Okadi from the Department of Theatre and Film Studies, Nnamdi Azikiwe University.
All right. Please, can you tell us why you are here today?
Okay, I'm here for the workshop ongoing. Workshop basically on research.
Okay.
Yeah, basically on research writing, proposal writing, grant writing.
All right. Okay. So, how is it going thus far?
Thus far, from the various presenters who have presented, I've been enlightened. I learned a lot on writing of good impact papers like impact journals, high impact journals, and also the last presenters, the person I just presented, talked about multidisciplinary research, and it was insightful because we in the humanities, most of the times, we hinge on writing on things that are only in arts culture. But from what he has taught, from his own experience, you see that we need to move beyond just writing on culture and art, that we could actually collaborate with those in the sciences and to have innovative research. And other presenters, the person that also presented on grant writing, also was insightful because he took it step by step on how to write grants and things that are needed for the. So overall, the workshop has been insightful.
All right. Thank you. So, what do you say to the organizers?
I say kudos, and I say that we hope that more of this will be brought to UNIZIK, because this is the first time I'm having an experience. Probably the him would have not attended, but this is the first time I'm having an experience in UNIZIK. Usually when I find them online or in other schools, I attend, but this is happening in my own school, where I'm physically present. It's something to be joyful about, and just pray and hope that things like this will come more. The organizers will strengthen them, and they bring more of this, so that those of us who are really interested in research will learn more on research and expand our research.
Thank you so much, Doc, for your time. We appreciate it. Good afternoon, Prof. Please, may we know you?
I am Professor Nnamdi.
Okay, sir. Please, why are you here, sir, today?
I am here to attend the workshop being organized on a research workshop for it's research workshop for arts and humanities, virtual, organized by Professor Chikokwe and his group.
Oh, that's wonderful. Please, what do you have to say to the organizers of this workshop?
I also feel to say that the organizers did very well in trying to find out where lecturers and other likely academics do have problems in their jobs, and so decided to hold the workshop to enable them be at home with the areas where they have been finding difficult.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prof. Thank you. Do you have any advice for the young academics?
My advice is that the sky is the limit to every hardworking academic, and so the issue of writing one article or one book and resting one's hours on it should be a thing of the past. One should work optimally so that one should be rich enough to attain various levels, both locally and internationally, and then be widely known.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Prof, please, can you tell us your specialty and your discipline?
My specialty is Igbo literature and culture. Yeah. That's where I specialize. I researched in both areas.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Register what?
I disagree.
We are getting ready for. We're getting ready for a session. Okay, are you ready? Okay. You are welcome to the last session of this workshop, and this session is anchored by my humble self, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. Basically, this session will explore an important knowledge production on Africa and digital humanities. And our noble presenter is Dr. James Akinola, a novel scholar who specializes in digital communication and humanities from the Department of Humanities, Michigan Technological University, USA. On this note, may we welcome our presenter. Can you hear me? Oh. Okay, that's nice. Once again, you are welcome to this last session of this workshop. This session is anchored by my humble self, Dr. Nnamdi. Basically, this session will explore an important knowledge production on Africa and digital humanities. And our noble presenter is Dr. James Akinola, a noble scholar who specializes in digital communication and humanities. From the Department of Humanities, Michigan Technological University, USA. On this note, may you welcome the presenter for this session, Dr. James Akinola. You're welcome, sir.
Okay, thank you. I just want to share my screen. That's a one. That's a one. So share this. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
All right, so good afternoon. Good morning again. I want to say thank you to the organizers of this event, and I consider it a privilege to talking to my own people. So I've been asked to talk about African and digital humanities. Just like I was introduced, my name is James Akinola. All right, so today, I hope the time is enough. We decided to talk about Africa's diverse culture, its history and society, and how these intersect with digital humanities. And we want to demonstrate how transformative impact of digital soul is to African scholarship and identity. So, but I want to start with what DH is not. digital humanities. How many of us are familiar with it? Just say hi. Hi. Okay, so this is hi. Okay, so hi. Yeah, thank you. Hi. Yeah, thank you. So things that there are people who is showing up with what we are saying here. So, but let's really talk about what DH is not. Well, of course, DH is not about quantitative research in its method. I was to present at a conference next year, and then I submitted a proposal, and then, but we are allowed to see what the reviewer said. And one of the reviewers said to me that what about this is supposed to be quantitative analysis because it's a DH conference and all that, and then the person was saying this is supposed to be quantitative analysis, how many numbers, what's the number of data, this and that and that. You see, and that's a big misconception because when people say DH, they think everything has to be a certain number and all this thing. DH is not computer science, it's not data science. And that's why it is digital humanities. Humanity is not data driven like that. But then, how do humanity relate to data? So, when we think of DH, we should not always think about quantity. So, it's not about I collected 10,000 comments from this and that. No, it's about how we engage with that data that we have collected, So we should not think DH is about quantitative research. And we are also not supposed to see DH as always expecting technology to be a tool to make humanity research easier and faster. There are certain things that were traditionally we'll say, okay, if you do it this way, it's going to be so let's use the computer to do it. So that's not basically what DH is. So, and DH also is also not a theoretical framework. So it will be wrong for somebody to say that I'm using a theoretical framework. And like I mentioned earlier on, it is not computer science. But what then is DH? So DH in an interdisciplinary teaching a field that is great into source and method with humanity. So it's more of a collaboration between the digital, computer science, and humanity. So it's the intercombination of those two. So the writing that I must be a computer scientist to practice DH, I will get to understand as we go, but my immediate answer is no, you don't have to be a computer scientist to do DH. So, but what does it do for you is that DH enables researchers to analyze text, data, culture in very unique and interesting way. It enables you to visualize things, it enables you to do things in a way that will attract your audience more than our way of doing it where people cannot really relate to what we're saying. When people see pictures, they are likely going to be attracted to what we're saying, So it's like we're making the traditional way of doing things, to break the traditional academic family. Right. So, quickly, we just want to touch on humanity and digital age. And when we think of digital humanity, we should think about that. So, humanity that everything about life, about interaction, about culture, about language, about history, and all that. So when we then engage with those things, in large amount of information of those things, and then we attract our digital skills. So and then maybe we learn new information as a method to collect that data to solve human problems. Then we are doing such humanity. Then somebody will say, it's not a way of just using technology for many of us, you know, in humanities traditionally, many of us believe that humanities should not be driven towards solving problems just to take critical analysis. I think in fairness, a little change in thinking, and then we are no longer bound by that limitation to say, okay, we don't have to solve problems. So then, when we talk of digital humanity, we are looking at humanity objects as a point of attraction, you know, and then how relevant is that object, you know, to what we are doing, then how do we make that object with technology and understand it better. You can see the image I use here. Of course, you have to learn to code, you know, but to learn this from depending on what you want to do. So let's look at our context, Africa. You know, so when we talk about digital humanities in African context, we are looking at our specific, our unique cultural nuances, you know, and this includes our oral tradition, it includes our indigenous knowledge, it includes our role of multilingualism, and then how do we preserve all this to express our African, our identity as African, you know. So let's talk about oral tradition. Of course, you know that this is vital to African culture. Of course, it is the major way of transmission of knowledge. You know, most of the things that we know as kids, even as adults, whether we believe them or not, whether we are reporting them or not, some of them we hear them. You know, even if you have not heard any of this story, probably some people are in this room today or in this platform who must have heard about the Nigerian versus India match, where the Indian team defeated Nigeria by 99 goes to 0 or to 1, and then the Africa scoring and the line rose and you know, the child growing up. I try to debunk that, but it's in my mind. You know, but there are many stories like that. That one is not just African oral tradition. I just gave you a contemporary example. But then there are stories of cultural things like the Yoruba people believe the Shango, the Ogun of all these, and then the Igbo, the Chi, the Ake, the Eke, and all that. You know, and the Hausas, well, I just speak on the major, the so-called major largest group in Nigeria, you know, for that example. So all these kind of oral traditions can also be embedded into our digital humanities, but we'll come to that and see how do we attract digital humanities into all these things. So the indigenous knowledge, you can see this kind of pictures, you know, what are these about? How do we see these pictures in 20 years to come? You know, what do we make of these images, you know? So all these cultural heritage, ecological practice, social structure, you know, we can use digital platforms and talk about it and input our identity. You know. Now, the first Africa is a continent of multilingualism, you know. Like Nigeria, I know we have almost 250 distinct languages and about 540 minimum languages. Some of them have been argued to be dialects and all that, you know. But that diversity is a strength to us. As much as it provides strength to us, it also provides us with some challenges. Then how do we digitize them? Some of these languages are going into extinction. How do we represent them? How do we make sure that people get to see them even in whether they are still in existence or not? How do we get to see them beyond today? So the priority that we bring is to include our representation and accessibility, and it makes our story to be permanent, you know, as much as we can. So I really want to dive into the unique challenges in Africa. When my time is almost up, so that I can talk to the most important thing. You know, I know there has been a little adjustment to the schedule. All right. So now let's talk about the unique challenges in Africa are bridge. Presently, we see that the implementation of digital humanities in Africa has to do with gaps in technology, in support, in funding. Like this research, this data that you see here is from our study on the funding and the nature of the initiative in Africa. So we find out that most of the initiatives, they are externally funded, or they are even external initiatives. And you see that the government is not doing much in terms of this. Then we have some industry also coming into DH in terms of that. So we see that the initiatives are mainly of the government. This research is carried out by the Center for Digital Analytics, University of Lagos, where we have Professor Davis, myself, and Professor Anja, and many others. So we can work and still an ongoing project. So we find out that even the funding is still external. Most of the things we do at Unilag is like from Volkswagen, from both LAPH and all that. We have to get support from the government. Then the execution, well, sometimes you see that individuals are the ones executing this project, and that is a major challenge for the practice of DH in Africa as of now. Not because of the issue which that we find ourselves, but people are interested as because the government has just shown a real interest in it. I understand that they made digital humanities mandatory, compulsory for is it first year, I don't know, but I now it's called compulsory for any Nigerian university. I don't know if this University of Ghana is among, but I know that they mandated it. But who are the people that will teach? That's another question that we need to answer. So now, during this, before this time, there was a conference in the Netherlands, that participants from Africa were invited, or they were invited based on it's a competition. You have to submit your application and all that for new training in Netherlands, and it was also a conference that was in 2019. Yeah. So we see that the number of participants from South Africa, they were the largest. Then we have Nigeria, and then the other continents from Africa, they make up that. Now, that is just a kind of a drive towards promoting digital humanities in Africa. But was this in the Netherlands that supported this? So then these guys come back to Nigeria and all that. So that's another question we may want to ask ourselves. Now, if you look at DH in Africa, and we look at what it allows us to do and the opportunities that are available, you see that some centers are spending, they are spending, we have international training, and scholarship, but not that much, that we can see. There is also the summer school, and that is I made progress of my summer school from the Center for Digital Humanities. In my PhD was never digital humanities, and not many things about digital humanities, also maybe the third or second year of my PhD, and I did not even reflect anything in digital humanities during my scholarship in Nigeria. So, but I took that interest through the summer school, and then I've never relented on that. So what that says to us is that Nigeria, for example, we have Alliance for Digital Institutions of Education. That's the biggest body for digital analytics in the whole wide world. And then there is the Humanistica, that one is the French-speaking part of the digital analytics in Africa. And most people from Cameroon, from France, and all that, they are there. Then there is TASA, and that is digital humanities from South Africa. I think they are digital humanities in Africa. That's neat. You just search that, or you can see. So, but DSS is bringing up. I think recently there is also a center their center is looking at their platform. I'm calling University, right? They have a center for digital analysis, University of Louga, and which is the first in Nigeria, you know. And but then all these things are there for us, you know, and then we can accommodate whatever we want to do. And so that is just to say that okay, we are trying. But then if you want to do PhD, the last one in this field is the collaborative research. If you have an idea, you want to do this, you will see someone who has text, you know, so you can collaborate and say, okay, this is the idea, and I get some code and then before you are into it. You know. But above all, one important thing we are seeing is that most PhD in Africa or even in Nigeria, they have been influenced by foreign ideas. For instance, if you want to analyze a certain language in Nigeria, not in Yoruba, of course, the Goyans you can do it for you, but there are certain languages that you will not be able to understand. So then there is this call for localized, the need for localized tools, you know, so that it will tell us to what our context is as African, you know, what about software, how much are we doing? We are not doing enough, and this is a call. So I'm happy that many people in this audience they know about digital analytics. So what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? So now another thing you need to do is that digitalization of everything. We need to be involved in digitalizing our own story, preserving our own culture, and all what it does to us is that our history is preserved and it makes us able to widen our audience, you know, such that it cannot be polluted. You know, our culture has been said to be what do they call it? Like barbaric, you know. So is it barbaric? You know, when you go out, you now see that we are not bad at all, as people tend to look at us. Then how do we make this new? So we make digitalization in our heritage. We get to there are some groups in South Africa, they are trying to do Timbuktu manuscripts, and then they're trying to digitize it, and they make sure that when you say Africa does not have a writing system, this is a piece of evidence that come on, you don't know what you're talking about. We do have a writing system. It is people to understand the writing system of Africa. So I mentioned digital archive earlier on, oral history earlier on, you know. So the oral history captures our voices, you know, it captures different community, it captures our culturality and all that. So as we then document this, digital analytics can help us to do it. And that is where we do timeline, timestamp, digital storytelling and all that. You know, we can involve our folklore, we can involve our indigenous knowledge that otherwise might be lost. You know, there are many there are many moral lessons we can learn from the African culture, but how we say this, you know, I was watching a small script this morning where a child was speaking Yoruba, and many people were surprised. Some are even chastising the parent of Yoruba. They said, well, if you lost some identity, if that child cannot speak, and if we are not careful, some of our indigenous culture, some of our indigenous languages will be going to be lost with our over-excitement with the foreign culture. So, and that is where so many things comes to play for us in Africa. Now, the narratives, you know, how do we tell our stories? How do we tell our story? You know, we can utilize digital platform. As African scholars, we can present our history, present our identity in an authentic way, and in our own sense that this is who we are. And I have to go and get a lot of saying in the past, you know, and it's believable when you do that, you know, because they are most likely in their raw form, they are known as going into. Of course, in digital it's possible that some people edit something and all that, but in the genuinity of whatever you are doing as African, it's very key. Look at all this. How many of us know what this is all about? And by the time somebody sees this, it comes in, I'm sure that if some of us find this on our chair, on our table, just get to your office, just find this on your table or your chair. We tend to bring so many of our family, and then we are need to believe ourselves that because we don't even know some of these things. Apart from that, we can counter colonial bias. Example, I'm working on a research on online reviews of hotels, and then the hotels are reviewing, they are not in Africa, they are in the US here in Vegas. Now, these hotels, some of them are built to tell the Africans to, in fact, a science manner and the commodification of history, So when you go to those hotels, what you see just the beauty, you see the allure, of the whole thing. You are not seeing the history that should be seen. It's because it is deliberate. The history is now being eroded for you to now just see the glamour. You are not seeing the history. So, for instance, if you go to Luxor Hotel in Vegas, it is built like the Egypt pyramid, and does anyone still remember the Egypt pyramid? What are they seeing in that place? If you interview people, can they look it up? So, colonial bias is there. There was a time I also worked on colonial layers in Nigeria. Some of the histories, some of those letters, if you compare them with what some of our politicians are doing, we'll be able to make the comparison. When they say Africa is corrupt, Nigeria is corrupt, and you see their own letters, and you compare it, and then you begin to ask questions. So this thing has been in extent. But how do we know? We can't extend we dive into it. So I'm just bringing our consciousness to some of these things we can really do. So and challenging colonial bias is one of those things. So then for us to all do this, and then they were taught how to do these things. But then, some of them went ahead and started developing themselves. For instance, there is this Joanna, that is doing African literature, So he's trying to digitize the knowledge into electronic and but internet so as African at our own voices, how do we make our voices on global platform? That was one thing that we should isolate ourselves and say, well, since we want to make our voice heard, we collaborate. You see, I think the need is here, So we need to see collaboration because you cannot sincerely build it without collaboration. You must collaborate. You can partner with individuals in your faculty, in your school. Don't think somebody is too junior for you to partner with. In fact, most of my academic parents, that I partner with, they are way ahead of me in terms of the knowledge, but they are not way ahead of me kind of modesty in terms of the skills that one has. So when you bring the knowledge and you put together, you are able to achieve great things. So don't look down on anyone. So when people can show you the skill, they can share information, they can share knowledge, and they are willing. People is scared to collaborate. And this is where most of us in Nigeria, we don't generalize and say that, or in humanity, this is where we are lagging behind, where we lack collaborate. We want to do all the project ourselves.